General knowledge, questions and answers on Earth gravity, human eye, and NASA experiments. What is the cause of gravity on Earth? Earth's gravity comes from all its mass. All its mass makes a combined gravitational pull on all the mass in your body. You exert the same gravitational force on Earth that it does on you, but because Earth is so much more massive than you, your force doesn't really have an effect on our planet. Why can't humans see UV light? Most humans cannot see UV light because it has a shorter wavelength than violet light, putting it outside of the visible spectrum. The human eye can see light with wavelengths between 380 and 700 nanometers. What color paint reflects the most light? It is white. Neutral white paint colors reflect the most light because any other color besides white must be absorbing at least some portion of the spectrum. Cooler paint colors like pale shades of blue and gray help walls recede and make rooms feel more light and spacious. Why do black objects appear black? A black coat appears black because it absorbs all the wavelengths of visual light that fall on it, and no light is reflected into the eye from that object. It is because of this that black clothes become hotter on a sunny day than white ones. Why can't humans see radio waves? Each color corresponds to certain wavelengths of light in the electromagnetic spectrum. Our eyes are only privy to a very limited range of these wavelengths, which we call it the visible spectrum. This essentially means that just outside of eyeshot is a whole world we cannot see or experience. Are deleted files ever really gone? When you delete a file in computer, it is not really erased. It continues existing on your hard drive of the computer even after you empty it from the recycle bin. This allows you and other people to recover files you have deleted. What is the resolution of the human eye in K? While human eyes are not rated in pixels, an approximation of what we can see is 40 megapixels, where 8K is 33 megapixels. But our eyes don't see everything in equal resolution. The high resolution is only a small circle in the middle of our vision, which would be about 7 megapixels. What vitamin is good for the brain? If you cannot get out in the sun, have dietary restrictions, or struggle to absorb nutrients, consider vitamin D supplements. Like vitamin D, vitamin B12 has so many mental benefits. Getting enough vitamin B12 may give you more energy, improve memory, and make learning new things easier. Do any animals not have eyes? Hydras belong to one of the oldest groups of animals on the planet, the Cnidarians. Although hydras don't have eyes, other members of their family have simple eyes called ocelli. Box jellyfish have remarkably sophisticated eyes with lenses and retinas. Are your eyes part of your brain? Then there are those who want to explore the brain to find out how it ticks you and how. For example, we see and read. The eye is the only part of the brain that can be seen directly. This happens when the optician uses an ophthalmoscope and shines a bright light into your eye as part of an eye examination. Is there air on the moon? Just as the discovery of water on the moon transformed our textbook knowledge of Earth's nearest celestial neighbor, recent studies confirm that our moon does indeed have an atmosphere consisting of some unusual gases, including sodium and potassium, which are not found in the atmosphere of Earth, Mars, or Venus. Is Vanta black a color? Vanta block is not a color but a material. According to the Survey Nanosystems website, a surface area of 1 centimeter squared would contain around 1000 million nanotubes When light hits the tubes, it is absorbed and cannot escape, which means that actually Vanta block is the absence of color. Which is better, acrylic or oil paint? There are some key differences between acrylic and oil paints. Oil paints have much slower drying times than acrylic paints. You will have more flexibility with oil paints due to longer the drying times. With acrylic paints, you must be decisive with your strokes as the paint quickly dries once applied. Do you weigh less in an airplane? You are correct that the force of gravity is slightly less the further you get from the Earth. Airlines typically cruise around 30,000 to 35,000 feet. The force of gravity on Everest is about 0.434% less than the standard 9.8 n by kg. This means that 1 pound at sea level would weigh about 0.995 lbs. What is SI unit of weight? The SI unit of mass is the kilogram kg. In science and technology, the weight of a body in a particular reference frame is defined as the force that gives the body an acceleration equal to the local acceleration of a free fall in that reference frame. Can bones be replaced with metal? Bone implants are typically made of solid metal, usually titanium. Though well tolerated by the body, such implants are significantly stiffer than bone, flexible yet rigid like a human bone, and immediately capable of bearing loads. A new kind of implant made of titanium foam resembles the inside of a bone in terms of its structural configuration. Not only does this make it less stiff than conventional massive implants. What happens if you sneeze with your eyes open? Pressure released from a sneeze is extremely unlikely to cause an eyeball to pop out even if your eyes are open. Increased pressure from straining builds up in the blood vessels, not the eyes or muscles surrounding the eyes. Why do we have two eyes? Humans have two eyes, but we only see one image. We use our eyes in synergy together to gather information about our surroundings. Binocular or two eyed vision has several advantages, one of which is the ability to see the world in three dimensions. What do eye doctors see when they look in your eyes? Ophthalmoscopy is an exam eye doctors use to look into your eyes and evaluate their health. With this exam, your eye doctor can see the retina, which senses light and images, the optic disc, where the optic nerve takes the information to the brain and blood vessels. Who owns NASA? NASA is a US government agency that is responsible for science and technology related to air and space. The space age started in 1957 with the launch of the Soviet satellite Sputnik. NASA opened for business on October 1st, 1958. What is NASA's purpose? The National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA) is the United States government agency responsible for US space exploration, space technology, Earth and space science, and aeronautics research. NASA inspires the world by exploring new frontiers, discovering new knowledge, and developing new technology.